Since you chose to click that play button, you may have a land dream that remains unfulfilled. We can relate to that feeling, which is one of the reasons why we experience immense joy and fulfillment when we contribute to people's land dreams coming true. And one of the places these land dreams has been coming true is Freedom Ridge, where you will find these 3 adjoining lots totaling more than 18 acres. These 3 lots have road frontage, mature trees, power, and high-speed fiber optic internet. The soil mapping has been completed on all of the lots, and they have passed their Perc tests for septic permitting and installation. Multiple water wells have been successfully drilled nearby to depths of a couple hundred feet. In a minute, we'll hear what the owner of the water well drilling company had to say about Freedom Ridge. But first, let's look at where these properties are located within the Freedom Ridge subdivision. This is a map of Freedom Ridge, which consists of 42 individual lots ranging in size from about 2.5 acres to a little over 13 acres. All of the lots in red are sold, the purple are pending sales, and green is available. For 27 of the lots, the sale has been completed, 5 of the lots are currently pending sales, and just 10 lots remain available. And right here you'll find lots 21, 22, and 23. They are the only 3 adjoining lots still available. We're presenting these 3 adjoining lots together due to the amount of people that contact us who are looking for multiple adjoining lots. Having 3 adjoining lots, each with their own legal description, means that each owner can be personally responsible for their own property and develop it how they see fit, while still maintaining the close relationship with family and friends on the adjoining lots. When it comes to the sale of adjoining lots, popular purchasers are siblings, military buddies, co-workers, business partners, and multi-generational sales that include children, parents, and grandparents. Sometimes when people hear the word subdivision, they immediately envision a lot of rules, restrictions, and fees. That is not the case at Freedom Ridge. Freedom Ridge is unrestricted. There are no covenants, associations, or association fees. You can use the property recreationally, seasonally, or live there full time. You can temporarily or even permanently live in an RV, camper, trailer, tiny home, treehouse, yurt, shipping container, or even just a tent. There is no minimum or maximum dwelling size, and you can utilize alternative building styles, including one of the most popular requests, a barndominium. A barndominium, also known as a barndo, is often a large metal building that has a portion of the interior finished as living space. If you're interested in putting a barndominium on one of these beautiful Tennessee properties, we'll provide you the name of 2 companies later in this video that offer full-service turnkey barndominiums on your land in Tennessee. And the Freedom Ridge team can also provide you the contact information for multiple lenders that will finance your purchase of just the land or the land and the construction of the barndominium. From a development perspective, you have an ample amount of road frontage, power, and high-speed fiber optic internet. Additionally, we mentioned that the soil mapping has already been completed and all of the lots in Freedom Ridge have passed their Perc tests for septic permitting and installation. If we go back to the Freedom Ridge map for a moment, right here is the 18.3 acres, consisting of lots 21, 22, and 23. And directly across the road, where you see this purple lot that's under contract, this is lot 30, it has this blue icon. This blue icon represents one of the water wells that was installed. This water well was drilled to a depth of 220 feet and produces approximately 5 to 8 gallons per minute. And here's what the owner of the water well drilling company had to say about Freedom Ridge.
Well, I was kind of born into the water well drilling business. We drill a lot of wells in western Kentucky, middle Tennessee. Today we're in Indian Mound, Tennessee at Freedom Ridge subdivision, drilling wells for potential customers and customers that's already bought lots in here. And I would say over the years, we probably have 4,000 to 5,000 water wells in the ground from western Kentucky to southern Illinois to middle Tennessee. So here at Freedom Ridge in Indian Mound, Tennessee, we have drilled many wells here, and the depths range from 180 to as deep as 340. It seems like each lot has its own personality. You really never know where you're going to hit the water, but it's usually in that range. It's coming out of a limestone formation, and it seems to be really good water. As far as how many wells we've drilled here on Freedom Ridge, I'm on my 4th right here. On this same ridge, the very next subdivision, I've probably drilled a dozen wells over there. So I'd say I'm probably 14 to 18 wells on this same ridge, and as far as I know, they're all very good wells. Right here in Freedom Ridge subdivision, every well has cleaned up nicely. There's no odor.
If you had one piece of advice you could give someone looking to purchase land in Tennessee and eventually install a water well, what would this advice be?
Well, number one, I would probably have to call Landio. I mean, they've got this beautiful property here. It's one of the prettiest places I've been to drill water wells. I would definitely have to give them a shout. And when you do finally choose the lot that you want, call me up. I'll come out and meet you. We'll look it over. I'll give you my ideas. I'll listen to where you're wanting to put the house and put all that information together and get you a good water well.
There are only 42 lots in Freedom Ridge, which is a relatively small number in comparison to some of the massive developments I've seen, where there may be 10 to 20 times the amount of lots that are in Freedom Ridge. Ask yourself this question: if you're seeking a peaceful place, do you think it would be more quiet and tranquil in an area with just 42 lots like you'll find in Freedom Ridge, or the potentially 420 plus lots that you'll find in a larger development? If you answered Freedom Ridge, I would agree. And even though at Freedom Ridge you're amongst peace and tranquility, you're just a short drive to all of the supplies and modern amenities you may need. Clarksville, Tennessee, with a population of over 180,000, is just 30 minutes from Freedom Ridge. Clarksville is the 5th largest city in the entire state of Tennessee, but still maintains an era of small town feel due to its rich history. In Clarksville, you'll find pretty much anything you need, including a hospital, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Target, Walmart, several grocery stores, restaurants, entertainment, and professional services. The Clarksville Farmers Market was voted the #1 farmers market in all of Tennessee in 2023. The Cumberland River flows through Clarksville and also meanders its way through Nashville, Tennessee, which is only an hour and a half from Freedom Ridge. Known as the country music capital of the world, Nashville is a growing modern city with a rich history. With a population of over 1.3 million, you can find anything you need in Nashville, along with an international airport that offers direct flights to and from most major U.S. cities. Going back to the Cumberland River, it is accessible via a public boat launch about 6 miles from Freedom Ridge. And that public boat launch is located in the 8,800-acre Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge. In the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge, you'll find mallard ducks, wood ducks, Canadian geese, wild turkey, bald eagles, red-tailed hawks, barred owls, squirrels, red foxes, river otters, beavers, raccoons, coyotes, and white-tailed deer. The Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge offers a great public hunting opportunity along the 12.5 river miles of the Cumberland River. Turkeys may be hunted in the spring or fall seasons during general access hunts. Deer hunts are open to statewide seasons through November 14th, and a season for resident Canadian geese is held in the fields in September in hunt areas 1 and 2. On the Cumberland River, you may enjoy fishing, boating, and water sports. Fishing opportunities on the Cumberland River include largemouth bass, striped bass, spotted bass, white bass, smallmouth bass, freshwater drum, channel catfish, blue catfish, flathead catfish, brown trout, and rainbow trout. In addition to the Cumberland River, the Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley are both less than 30 miles from Freedom Ridge. And situated between the Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley is the Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. This vast, publicly accessible area covers 170,000 acres of forest and open lands with over 300 miles of undeveloped shoreline, 200 miles of paved roads, and 500 miles of trails. The Land Between the Lakes is a desirable location to bike, hike, picnic, camp, relax, fish, boat, and watch wildlife. There are also licensed hunts for deer, turkey, squirrel, and other small game throughout the year. There are many other recreational areas, towns, and cities within a short drive from Freedom Ridge. Several of these are listed on the Freedom Ridge website, which we'll show you in a minute. To recap, we've been discussing 3 adjoining lots in Freedom Ridge that total 18.3 acres. They are lots 21, which is 6.6 acres for $104,997, lot 22, which is 5.4 acres for $84,997, and lot 23, which is 6.3 acres for $99,997, bringing us to a combined total of $289,991 for the 3 lots. If you head over to the Freedom Ridge website, freedomridge.com, click on Explore Lots, and then scroll down to lots 21, 22, and 23. You can click on any of these lots, click on the Photos tab, and there you'll find over 100 images of the property and the surrounding area. Click the full screen icon, then the grid icon to view all of these images in a grid format. And as you look through these images, you'll notice they were captured at different times of the year. For lot 21, if we look at these first 5 images, these were captured within the last couple weeks. Enlarge one of these images, you can see there's road frontage along the entire southeast facing boundary. There are some clearings up near the road, and then a dense forested area. There you can also see the power running along the road. and the high-speed fiber optic internet lines are running with the power lines above ground. Here's another image that shows you the lay of the land. If we go back to the Freedom Ridge map for a moment, and then we zoom in on these 3 parcels, you can see this is lot 21. There's the road frontage. There's lot 22, and then lot 23. Here we have images for lot 22, and then also images for lot 23. In an effort to make it as self-explanatory as possible, we've added some captions. For example, right here, this satellite image was captured prior to the road completion. If we go look at the recent photo of this property, you can see that road has been completed. If we enlarge this image right here, you can see all the completed roads. Here are lots 21, 22, and 23. And the next image was captured from this same area, but in the summertime prior to the road completion. And look at how lush and green all of the trees are. Then on the Interactive Map tab, you'll find a map for the individual lot. And then you can scroll down for additional information, including a detailed property description. Here are the distances to nearby cities and points of interest, along with links where you can find more information about those locations. And here are GPS coordinates with links where you can open these on a Google map. And within each property description, there's multiple links to the entire Freedom Ridge map that shows the availability status. One location is below the image section, where the text reads, "View the interactive map showing all 42 lots." Once you click that link, it will open up this map in a new tab. In this area, you'll also find the red Buy Now button. And you may secure each of these adjoining lots with a simple $499 deposit by clicking that red Buy Now button. Once you click the Buy Now button, it will add the $499 deposit to your cart. And to secure all 3 of those adjoining lots, simply add the Buy Now button for each lot. We can scroll to the bottom of the page and there's thumbnails with all of the available lots. Here's lot 22. We can add the deposit for lot 22 and then scroll down to lot 23. Here's lot 23. And then we'll add the deposit for lot 23. Now that all 3 deposits are in the cart, you can click Checkout. Once you click Checkout, this window appears where you can complete that checkout process. Once you complete the checkout process, this Buy Now button will automatically turn gray and say out of stock. There's only one of each lot available, so once it's sold, it's sold. 76% of Freedom Ridge is either sold or pending sale, with only 10 lots remaining. And these are the last 3 adjoining lots available. So if owning land with family and or friends is something you've been dreaming about, here's an opportunity to make that dream a reality. And those $499 deposits are credited towards your purchase. Once the deposits are placed, you'll receive an email confirmation confirming receipt, and the Freedom Ridge team will follow up with the next steps. If you have any questions, you can reach the Freedom Ridge team directly by call or text anytime at 615-375-0245. Again, that number is 615-375-0245. And if you'd like the contact information for the water well drilling contractor earlier in the video, or the lenders that have been financing the purchase of lots in Freedom Ridge, please call or text the Freedom Ridge team anytime. Again, that number is 615-375-0245. Alternatively, you can fill out the contact forms on the Freedom Ridge website. And if you'd like to send an email directly to Freedom Ridge, their email address is hello@freedomridge.com. And lastly, we mentioned 2 companies in Tennessee that can build barndominiums, which are turnkey. These 2 companies are Quality Building Supply and Summertown Metals. We'll include links to both of these companies' websites within the description. Both companies have a lot of information on their websites and they're active on social media. And of course, do your own research and determine if one of these companies is a good fit for your needs. On behalf of myself, my family, Team Landio, and the team at Freedom Ridge, we sincerely appreciate your support and ask that you help us make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing this video with everyone that you know. Thank you and God bless.
Landio.com